What is up, everybody? Shad back with another video. We have the animated series Batman Gotham City. Call it mural art, I don't know, but it's Batman. It's every kid's top, I don't know, at least top 10, but for some, top 5 and even favorite character. Set number 76271, coming in at 4,210 pieces. This thing is gonna be crazy. But man, oh man, does it look good. These printed images on the boxes never do the sets justice. I think once this is finished, it's gonna look amazing. You can see all of the details that it comes with. You got Arkham, the Joker's amusement area, museum, the police station, the opera, the court. There are a bunch of Easter eggs in this set. I cannot wait to put this together. Of course, you got the bat signal, and then you got Batman. You got anything else on this box? Nope. Well, yeah, kind of. Just another angle of it. And then it does come with some minifigures. You have Batman, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and the Joker. And then the details. It is 30 inches or 76 centimeters long and 16 inches or 41 centimeters tall. And that's to show some of the Easter eggs, some of the parts come off. I will show those. And it does stand up on its own, or you can mount it to a wall. Let's get going. All right, into the fun stuff. We have a total of 44, if I'm not mistaken, numbered bags with a couple of extra bags with the big parts in them. Not one, but 2 giant booklets for the instructions for this build. And as always, don't forget, scan it, get your points. What do we got here? In the first book, wow, almost 300 pages. And then in the second one, over 300 pages for the instructions. Absolutely insane. This is gonna take a while, but I'm sure it is going to be a blast. As you guys know, I love watching shows or movies that coincide with what I'm building. So because there's multiple Batman animated TV shows, we're gonna start off with one of my favorite animated movies, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. And we have 2 sticker sheets. This one has 17 stickers, but if you want to go by actual sticker count, we're looking at 18, 19, 20. And then this one, oh no, we're looking at 61 total. And then if you go by exact, 64, 65, 66 total stickers. And of course, my job is calling me right now. Please hold. All right, so 64 stickers, 2 giant booklets, 44 bags, over 4,000 parts. It's gonna be a fun. Let's open the first one up, show the details. Got some nice artwork. Good people still live in crime alley. Building the Lego Gotham City Skyline. That's what you could call it. I said mural and art. I meant to say Skyline. inspired by the 85 original episodes of Batman the Animated Series. Whew, so many episodes to go over. And that is actually how you would use it if you wanted to freestand by itself. And then hanging it up on the wall, there's a portion that you can hook stuff into. Here we've got the design team, the two gentlemen that designed this set. Whew. Just showing this is basically showing the Easter eggs. If you guys want to freeze it and take a look before we get into the build. And let's get it on. Okay, showing our first little Easter egg. We have the portion here where you have the police blimp in the sky. That will be a light shining down. And then you have the Wayne Manor, and then that what is it? Staked, stacked? Weird spelling. Looks like a little restaurant, but when you pull this off, you've got the Batcave, the small little Batmobile and his computer. The way this build goes together, it's making it really fun. And of course, watching Batman while I do it is always fun. Okay, and as we move on, continuing with the Batman Gotham City skyline, we've got the Riddler, Catwoman. Funny that it's above Gotham City Court. Anybody that is doing this set, the sticker isn't playing tricks on you. That's actually how it is. It's not centered. I believe it's because this brick is here, so they continue it. Like, that's the only complaint I have about stickers, is the color never matches with what you're putting it on. So that's my guess as to why the sticker isn't centered, is because of this brick right here. And then if we go up, we've got Clayface, and they are going to be covered. This will go here. This will obviously go for Catwoman. And then Clayface here. If you didn't watch the show, the broadcasting reference is because Clayface started out as an actor. But you should watch the show because it's a great show. Moving on. And this is what you get when you complete book 1. We've got part of the M, the A, and the N. And then we've got all this for the city. The last couple of Easter eggs in this. You've got the Penguin and Mr. Freeze. This just covers that. And the Penguin is at the Gotham Opera. And also, when you continue the set, next to the opera, it has, let me see. It's kind of like this, to where you can kind of walk through, which to me would kind of represent the alleyway where Bruce Wayne and his parents were when he was a kid, when we all know what happened to his parents. So that's kind of crazy. And then I also heard, when I was just looking up stuff on the set, this part right here under Wayne Manor, these two pieces right here are supposed to be headstones for Bruce's parents. And then when you take this part off, these two pieces here supposedly represent coffins. It's kind of crazy. The amount of detail in this set otherwise so far is just absolutely amazing. I'm having the most fun building this, especially while watching the animated series because I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and it's just great. And then, oh, you got Batman up there on top of that building. And just how they did the spotlights, searchlights, whatever, for the police blimps is just crazy. Crazy detail. This, if it wasn't for the Titanic, this would be my favorite set. But let's get on to book 2. Alrighty, starting book number 2. We're starting to build the left side of the Skyline. We've got another police blimp with its light shining down to the Joker. And then we've got Arkham, where we have Poison Ivy's little area of terror. Unfortunately, that doesn't lock in. And then we have this portion, which is the hill that leads up to Arkham. And underneath it, we've got the little duck for the penguin. And then we also have 2 characters here. I know the left one's Bane. I'm not sure who the one on the right is. And then up top, we've got some more characters, and then they hid one right there. But so far, this build is actually fighting for my favorite set with the Titanic. We'll see how it goes. Probably better. Still watching the show. And I had said that this didn't lock in. It does. You just push it into the bottom piece. To build them for too long. I'm a little tired. We are on bag 35. I think I've got 8 or 9 more to go. But in bag 35 was the final minifigure. So we started it off with Batman. You got the, obviously, Batman with the cowl, cape, and batarang. And then Harley Quinn was second. And she came with a gun. Joker was third. He's got the crazy face and the crazy hair, purple suit, and the dynamite. And then in bag 35 was Catwoman. She came with her ears, the diamond that she's, always stealing, and then the whip. And they come on this stand. So that'll go well displaying with the set. And here's what I have so far. Almost building the bat signal. But we're almost done. Okay, everybody, we are almost finished. This is what we have so far. We're getting ready to connect the 2 sides. But before that happened, I wanted to show what we have. Going back, you got the Batwing, Arkham, Poison Ivy's place, Ace Chemical, where the Joker became the Joker. There's the Joker's amusement park. And then you got a couple of buildings. We all know what that's gonna be. And then we have the Laugh Off Palace. And behind that, we've got these 2. And then in this building at the top, we've got Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn when they went on their little tirade through Gotham together in the show. And then right here at the hospital, Two-Face, because we all know what happened to Two-Face. And then the museum that I knocked off, the Scarecrow, and I believe that's Roz from the TV show. Could be wrong. Don't quote me, but quote me. Almost finished. And here it is completed. As I went through this, I thought, there's no way possible anything could top the Titanic. And It's really hard for me to say that this isn't my favorite set because watching the show while I was doing it just brought back my childhood, and I didn't get sick of this build. It wasn't repetitive, so to speak. It was just a lot of small builds making one big build. Like, just for instance, you had this section to build, then this section, then this section, then the small section. So just a lot of small sections to make one big thing. But the end result is just perfection. I love it. And as crazy as it sounds, I don't know if they did this intentionally or not, but if you come down to the area where Bruce and his family would have left the opera that night, that could be perceived as the alleyway where everything started for Batman. I don't know if they did that intentionally, but if they did, kind of crazy. But yeah, I give this, if I give it a 20 out of 10, I'd give it a 20 out of 10. This set was awesome. I do wish that it would have came with more minifigures. I don't care if it would have cost more. It would have been nice to get Two-Face, the Penguin, Mr. Freeze, Robin, Alfred, Poison Ivy. Just, I mean, as big as this set is, just load it up with minifigures. Bane. But, I mean, you can't get everything that you ask for. And the Batman up here is just awesome. And who could not mention the Bat Signal and the fact that if you come down above the police station, that's the light for it, shining up. Just awesome. And if you're wondering how a set this big is standing on its own, if you turn it around, these right here slide out, and that's how it sits. It's just a little Technic piece. But yeah, I if you're a Batman fan, it doesn't matter if you're a Lego fan or not. But obviously, if you're a Lego fan, you're gonna want this. But if you're a Batman fan, I highly suggest getting this. You will enjoy it. It will take time. You might make some mistakes because of the angles that the directions are in for some. I don't know if it's different doing it on like an iPad or a computer or whatever. I haven't tried that yet. But in the book, sometimes the colors just clash, and I made a couple of mistakes, but it wasn't anything you can't easily correct. And for the stickers, I actually figure out, well, not really figure out, but I personally figured out for myself why stickers were off color a little bit. That was my main complaint about stickers, is that they were off colored. But the reason that I think is that up close, you can see the difference. But when you back away, you really can't tell unless you're looking for it. At least for some of them. Some of them you could tell a little bit, but some of them you couldn't. But anyway, I'm getting off track. This set, 10 out of 10. I highly recommend it. You will enjoy it. I do recommend watching the show as you're building it. In the instruction booklet, they do recommend episodes to watch while you're building certain sections because that's what it represents. But you have to jump around and look for the episode. It's not in any chronological order. So I just recommend watching it from the beginning to the end. And I think you'll have a great time. As always, guys, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. I am seeing the views on some of these videos go up. The likes, the comments. I love engaging with you guys. I love getting to know new people. So the more the merrier. Thank you, as always, for your support. And stay tuned for more crazy. I'll catch you guys on the next one.